Dear Junessa family in Latin America, thank you very much for welcoming us. We are live here in Sao Paulo for the Vision 2020. This is a very special moment for us because from now on, we have a very dedicated session, which is only for you in Latin America and for all distributors in Latin America. This is why I would like to take advantage of this moment to greet all of you who are with us, and you have been with us for this Expo 2020. And every day we have new surprises and we discover new things with the new guest speakers. So we have prepared content which is very deep and very dedicated, focused on the particularities of our work. So enjoy it. We have created this for you, and this agenda was created based on your agenda. And this is why it's very important that you know all this for you to continue with the success in your business. I also would like to greet from Mexico to Chile, but also I would like to greet everyone, every distributor in the Hispanic market. And each day, I hope that you increasingly give more input to all Latin America. I'm very proud and very happy to be here. And we have prepared to you an agenda that is very detailed. We have prepared a thorough agenda for you. So we start with some master classes to you in which we're going to have experts delivering lots of information about the products that we have, the products that distinguishes us from other places, from other markets. And equally, we have representatives from our staff, executive staff from around Latin America that will be sharing with you what we had in 2020. They will show the outcomes of Latin America. And in the end, we will see the vision, so where we're heading to. And then we're going to end this with the launch of a product that we have created with the characteristics that are typical of Latin America. So today, we're going to have another one in the leading role. So just wait to the end of this session so that you know which is the new product. And then you also have a surprise for you. We have prepared this surprise in major details to all of you. And we know that with this, you're going to help us to make up all the losses that we have had over the year. So take notes of everything that you find interesting. And also, let's get the input from Tony Robbins. Before speaking about the strategy, I want to say that in the end of this session, what we're going to have is that we have something to add to your strategy. But before that, we have two major elements to tell you. First, we have to show you the elements of status. So when you listen to all this information, you have to be in the status of being open, when you have really the way for you to incorporate everything that you listen here, and you'll be empowered by all this that we're going to give you. Because when you build this situation, when you are in this state of being open to everything, so this is what we have to show you. And we're going to show you where we start from and where we want to head. But after showing this situation, after being empowered and now having all this energy, and after seeing this history that is very well done and taking ownership of it, we're going to see how you can use this information will be yours, and you can use it to improve even better, and then you will take better advantage of everything that you do. So try to enjoy everything, relax, sit back, and above all, get empowered, and especially take notes of every detail, every piece of information that you find interesting, and then you see how you can build better your business. And this is why I would like to invite all of you to welcome to the first guest speaker today. He comes from Lima, We have a production team there in Lima, and this is the person that all of you know, and I hope that you enjoy him here. And I have learned a lot from this person and also have learned about the value that he gives to the business. So let's welcome very warmly Renzo Hino. He's speaking from Lima. Renzo, good afternoon. I'm very happy to have you here. Thank you, Rafa. I'm very happy and also looking forward to share all the information that we have for today. And there is the key word for today, which is enjoy. This is an invitation to all distributors and also to all Gines family. So today, let's enjoy this moment. Let's enjoy the information that we're going to receive. Today is a day to learn, and also we have time to get touched, and also we have time and the space to enjoy this period with our family. And the first master class will be about one of our iconic products. This is the one that has made us known all around the world. So this information will also impact positively your business. And this is about luminance. You're going to learn how to combine the products, and we're going to give you some tips and things that we have never taught you. So today we're going to share information, and let's try to let's listen to Christian Suarez. He is speaking from Costa Rica. So, production team, let's see the first masterclass.
Hola, hoy vamos a hablar sobre el sistema
Hello.
JES de UNES. Un sistema para intensificar la
Speaking about the combination of products that allow the user to improve his quality of life and also to start a youthing process. In this system, we find Luminous, which is dedicated to the skincare. And it is combined with several products or other lines of products of Jeunesse. In this case, we speak about Trinity. This is a product that has proven to be good for the control of progesterone. Progesterone is connected with the production of estrogen and also to the hormone control. And this is why many times we see some spots, and these can be controlled, and we work in two lines. One with Finity, and these help you to control your hormones, and the other one is based with the luminance products, and they act on your skin. So this way, we can have a better results. In the case AM, PM, this is a line that is composed of a set of vitamins that will allow to start a process of improving your skin. We also have oxygenation of the cells for better regeneration. So this is why this line of AM together with luminance would allow you to expand the results or to have a better results, especially for cell regeneration. In the case of Inara, we have a set of vitamins that will also use collagen, and they also boost the production of collagen in the body. So this is why the products that we use will also enhance the results. And equally, the set of the ingredients that we have in NADA will help us to have better results together with the products of Luminous. And also you can use that with massage. And with this, will reduce toxins in your body and also liquid that you or fluids that you may have in your body. And especially for aged people, they can use this very well. In the case of P-Self, this is this is the better antioxidant that you have in the market. So this is also for facial rejuvenation. And with this, you can have a better skincare. And apart from this, we also have Vidatel. And this leads us to the time or to the place of the Asian people. They used to wear or to use the rice water to clear their skin. And this is the same case of this product. You also have a high amount of citric acid that will also with the cleanser of luminance. You can also use this to treat the skin, especially when you have spots and also especially bruises. So, and this one also is encapsulated and it acts on the spots or blemishes that you may have on your skin. So, and gradually it will clear your skin and will also help in the regeneration of the skin for better outcomes. And this one, NXT together with Luminance, will also enhance the results that are also known. And in this case, we can also combine that with serum so that you can have a general mix and you can apply that on your skin and stay that for 8 hours straight. And we can also gradually improve the quality of the skin. And on the other hand, with this, you can also have a better appearance of your skin, especially when you have imperfections or blemishes, and also improve the facelifting. And also we combine the ageless and luminance, and you can also combine three products, and then at the same time you have lifting effect, hydration or moisturizing, and ageless effect, and also have an appearance that looks like a porcelain. So this is the way that we have to improve the quality of our skin on the face for us to wear makeup or to go to a party. So these are the treatments that you can have by using all these rejuvenation systems. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Christian. We know that in the world there are lots of things that you can combine, lots of things to get to know. And the following one is a restore. So this is not only a master class, but it also represents our first launch at the Expo. So this is what we launched. This is the dental gel being launched in Chile. A big hug to our family of Jonas Chile. And today we have a luxury type class. So you can also take pictures with your tablet, with your cell phones, because this is unique information that you see. And for this, we have Dr. Medina. So he will deliver their first masterclass on Restore. So let's see. Welcome everyone to this masterclass. Restore has just come to our hands. So this, for many of you have already heard about the applications from previous talks that we have delivered. But today I would like to tell you about my experience. I'm Ricardo Medina. I have been working with cosmetology for 30 years, and I have just received a Restore, and I'm using it together with my family. And the outcomes have been good. I would like to share them with you. This is what is the formula for uh, mouth health. So usually you have a group of wonderful ingredients that will allow you to have this kind of smile. Everyone wants to have this kind of a smile, right? But of course, this requires care and also time. But there is also a product that can also be very favorable for you to have this kind of result. Well, we have demineralization, which is a natural and normal process in the human being. So in this case, there are minerals that you lose over the course of your life. You also lose carbohydrates because of you also lose this because of carbohydrates and other minerals. But sometimes you have a more demineralization than mineralization. So this is when you have a problem. And demineralization is the sign of cell destruction of a tissue. And when we have demineralization like this one, we have a problem. And this is a conventional case. So dental aging is something that happens to everyone. And when you have permanent teeth, this is when you are about 7 years old. But this kind of teeth is what you find in people that are around their 70s because demineralization usually is higher than mineralization. So this is why we have the age, which is normal to people. But we can also try to avoid this problem by doing this. We have the composition of the parts of a tooth. So this is very common. We have an enamel, which is white, then dentine, which is dark, and then we also have nerves inside. And then we have dentine that also has or shows the retraction of the gums. So this is the part where we usually see which is white. Usually dentine is usually translucent. But what happens when there is a retraction of gums because of an aggression agent? It can be by malocclusion or clenching or any other problem. So if you can control something very well with the brush, with good care, and not brush your teeth with too much strength, so with this you can avoid this kind of problem. But then, for example, when you have this kind of problem with the gums, you cannot take water cold that is very cold, for example, because you feel pain. But you can take care of this in a different way. So you just have to change the way how you brush your teeth. You have to brush it very carefully, and it will restore. You have one of these benefits with this. You can see the nerve, how it is very connected with the dentine, or there is no dentine there. So if you can just seal this part here, then you can control the sensibility of your teeth. Hydroxyapatita is one of the main ingredients here. You can see that 97% of the enamel is composed of this substance and also 70% of dentine. And we can find this substance in our dental gel. And if you can have this kind of a dental gel, it's very good. So why not? So this is for what you can use for your dental health. And this is something that is a reality now. People used to tell us, well, we can also have a remineralization of your tooth, or if you can, sometimes before it was very difficult for you to take care of imperfections of your teeth, but now this is possible. Components that we find in Restore, we have hydroxyapatita, xylitol, and also the other ones that you see on the screen, and potassium. And this is let's see how you can use all this and then have a better health on your teeth. So in this case, hydroxyapatita is the one that is the most resistant substance. Usually is found in Norway. This is why you cannot find this component in every kind of product. So this is also included in the formula of Restore, and it also regenerates the remineralization process in your tooth, and it also helps you to control the normal mineralization of your tooth, and it also helps to keep a PM at 5.5. Xylitol. So let's see the advantages of it. It doesn't contain fluorine. So this will also help you to have a baths of fluorine. You can also do other techniques, but usually in the long term, the results are very relative. Now we have a different option. I'm not saying that you cannot use a fluorine, but we have an alternative that can help you even better with the problems of uh, tooth decay. And the xylitol is the one that helps you with the decay by 80%. So this shows that this is very favorable for you to control tooth decay, undoubtedly. And it also helps you to to control the problems. And it also approved by FDA and also help you to control the production of saliva. Because if you keep if you keep your mouth very dry, usually you have bacteria formation, then you have the growth of bacteria, and usually this produces a bad smell, a bad breath. And you also have people with hyperthyroid problems and diabetes. Usually they cannot use fluorine. So, of course, with xylitol, they can use this. So usually with this, usually people with diabetes will have lots of problems in their mouth because they cannot use fluorine. So this is why this dental gel or the usual dental gel cannot be used by these people. So Restore contains xylitol, and this is very much recommended for people with diabetes, for example. And another thing that we see, for example, is that it also shows as a natural sweetener. It has a natural sweetener, and this is good for people who has problem with of malnutrition or also have problems with sugar. Now this is the calcium hydrophosphate. So this is a component that helps you to strengthen the enamel of your tooth, and also it helps you to have a better growth of your tooth. So this way, if any of these products that you see here will not favorable you, the other products would also be very good for your case. Now this tea tree oil, this helps you to not have different problems on your tooth, and it does not allow the surface of your tooth to be porous enough so that bacteria can attach to it. So it protects your tooth, and the person that can keep a good pH. It helps you. Oh, this produces calculus, but with this one here, they can avoid the deformation of this calculus. So the bacteria will not be formed on the tooth. And once you control the formation of bacteria, you can also have a better health of your tooth. Usually, you can also avoid the bacteria that are very much seen in people with Alzheimer. So what happens is that this kind of product controls gingivitis and also other kind of secretion, and this avoids the production of bacteria, and this is why it helps people with Alzheimer's. Vitamin E is also a natural coagulant, and it all helps a lot in disinflammation and also in healing injuries. And so this is why it helps you with the bleeding and other things like this, especially when you brush your teeth. And bleeding in the tooth is very unpleasant, actually. Actually not in the tooth, but rather in the gums. Now, a person with with problems of inflamed gums, it's not necessarily that the person has a problem of vitamin E, but it may be caused by calculus, or it can also be a systemic problem. But if the person is undergoing chemotherapy or receiving different kinds of medicine, you also have this kind of problem. Potassium citrate. This is also present in Restore, and this is basically for people with kidney issues, or especially when you have kidney stones. And Restore includes in its formula this ingredient or this substance, and this help you destroy the stones. And an odontologist, for example, was very surprised with the results of this, especially for the incisives and things like this. And he saw that his patient had no stones or almost zero stones when he went back to visit.
Restore, remineralize the MNL actually to prevent cavities together with all the work that we've taken, whitening, bleaching, the natural whitening. And this helps us to take out those natural stains that are created on the teeth. So people that use Restore perceive that the color of the teeth becomes as when they were young because you stain your teeth because of cigarette, coffee, tea, and this is an option. This is an option not for whitening, but helps your whitening, refreshes, your smell in your mouth because of the bacteria control, and very important also for the gum. So it creates a deep cleaning of protecting the difficult to access areas. So the nanoparticles of the formula have 70 times 70 times smaller than a hair, so they can get in every single piece of a hole in the teeth. So we've got people with implantations, craft, they can get in every single minimal spaces that we could have. So this is that total processes that have the need of maintain those gums very healthy. So the complete process is actually harms the gums. So this product could maintain that very healthy. It has E vitamin, antioxidant. It has no gluten, very important with the people for diabetes. Has no fluor, that I have explained yet with the people that have fluorosis that don't want to use fluor because in the long run it actually creates some toxicity. It's got silicon and it doesn't artificial sweeteners or colorants. So we have seen no counterindications. My mother is 70 years old and is using that. So the whole family can use that. Indicated by pregnant people, people with systemic problems, or with COVID that have a difficult situation, will help them a lot to control their mouth health problems. And what I like the best, and you won't need to go so frequently to the dentist because it's important that you don't need us once and again. So if we've got the opportunity of using a product that is at hand reach and can help you to control cavities and other things, it's very interesting because you will go to the dentist for an annual checkup only. So we've got Selectol versus Fluor. I want to show you this. So I want to thank Fluor for everything it's done, but now we've got an alternative. Benefits, xylitol have remineralization of the teeth, inhibitor of the growth of bacterials, stimulates the salival secretion, and is safe for the people. So benefits of the fluor, of course, it stimulates the remineralization as well as it helps for the non-colonization for some of the bacteria and has an effective of anti-cavities and it's very low cost. So this health of your mouth is at your hand reach. But if you don't brush in a correct way, if you don't have a good care when you eat a sweet after having dinner at night, that won't help you so much. So this is so the Restore actually handles three different, has xylitol, hydroxyapatite, and calcium hydrophosphate. Why? If one of these companies doesn't make these effects, the others won't help us. So we are much better protected with the three elements. This is a comparison. We show the advantages, the options that we know. Fluor has everything. You've got triclosan, doesn't have that. Oh, you see this other cream doesn't have it. Xylitol, you see the different ingredients of each. All these products, other products, handle and work with other chemical products, but our benefits are far better. If all those creams could have all those benefits, we could compare it, but there is no comparison. Abrasion, how abrasive. For example, water has an abrasion of 4. What happens? The abrasion in a normal toothpaste is between 70 and 200. In the next, we've got two gels here, or two toothpaste here with 90, but Restore has 10. So if you want to have a toothpaste that doesn't generate abrasion, we need to brush your teeth with just with water, right? Or with result. So researchers in Brazil, research was done with 80 people from 18 to 63 years old, and none of those had presented any harm. Restore helped everybody and it improved all the factors. That's why it's so favorable, and that is approved by the Brazilian Odontology Society. Here are the results. People with fluorosis, you can see the stains, some little holes here and there, but the teeth turn all of a sudden brown. But the fluor is acting from the inside, making a damage to the enamel. So with Restore, you can see how it improved here, the color. You can see the two incisives here. You see the very good result. And the same way here in the other photographs here. Here, this photograph is important. You see the stains here between 11 and 21. You see the different teeth, and you can see how were the changes in the color. This is very important. Here we had stains, calculus, sensibility, texture, and all those issues were improved in a couple of weeks. Of course, I explained, not everybody will achieve the same result, but many will. So so in your capacity, you will see how you will improve. But everybody will start to see a change and improve in your teeth. So my question is, fluor is so good, but it hasn't resolved the problem of the teeth health. Latin America has 90% of cavities. That means that people have cavities in this moment. What is doing the World Health Organization? They say we are going to include more fluor in order to avoid cavities. Of course, perfectly. The idea is very good because there's no other mechanism. But if we increase the levels of fluor in water, we can also increase the levels of toxicity. So we are offering an alternative product, but we've got an option. If we handle that, we can recommend for the professionals and say to those professional dentists, we've got a product that has hydroxyapatite that protects emerald, that doesn't have fluor. We can show these professionals so that they can actually test something different. And these patients, we can sell to the patient, we've got a toothpaste that's good for the whole family. One single toothpaste for everybody. But please start to use that product. So because this product will help you a lot with cavities. So I wanted to say thank you for being here, congratulate you for being here and learning with all of these people that want to use the product for the first time. Please take pictures because so that you can see the progress. You've got that helps us a lot to take pictures. Please take pictures as you use, or you are going to be your own witness. Thank you very much for being here and continue to learning. For me, it's an honor to be here with all of you. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much, Dr. Medina, for everything you're teaching us, being here with us. This is with all this new information. I'm very sure that we are all learning. The doctor has actually brought lots of information for all of us that actually have Restore as an important part of your business. And now, from now onwards, Restore is already in Chile. It's our first launch in this weekend. The Restore line in that will actually be a revolution in the Chilean market. I'm talking about revolution. We've got now a master class, a magister class of a product that has made a lot of noise, that this year has been launched in Panama, Peru, and Dominican Republic. It's people that has helped us in order to find new leaders, new distributors, new consumers. We are talking about Revita Blue. This product, this unique product with a unique formulation, has impacted a lot the business of every single country where it is. And in order for you to know a little bit about your product, we've got a special training for you from the Dominican Republic with us, Dr. Yaderis Barreiro. She's a specialist in cellular medicine and a lover of Revita Blue. So let's go with Dr. Barreiro. So hello, welcome to this class in Latin America 2020. I'm Dr. Javeris Barrero, Executive Zafiro Junes in the Dominican Republic, and I want to tell you about a product that in my profession has actually given an incredible result in handling my patients because I'm a clinician for nutrition and orthomolecular medicine. It's an alternative medicine where we can actually recover the health of our patients just tuning up the nutrients they take. And what I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to talk about Revita Blue. What is Revita Blue for us? In order to talk about Revita Blue, I wanted actually to talk about what we know of the trunk cell. That's actually the origin of other cells in organisms. And to tell, we're going to say that these cells could actually transform into different kinds of cells, stem cells. And that has taken the scientific community to try to study more about the stem cells because in the modern medicine, we are actually to try to anti-aging. And these studies that I'm showing you actually can actually see how we see that stem cells actually that are in the blood mm, will actually produce in the organisms a set of changes. So we're going to talk about two of these studies that have been done regarding this issue. This one here is where actually the researchers were able to check and see in very degenerative diseases how the increase of the stem cells actually in the blood flow produce very positive changes in different harms in the tissues, as well in this one here that was a study in where we observed that the behavior in a person that had actually a heart arrest could have positive effects on its system. That was done with meat, and we actually created a heart arrest in the meat, and we divided it in two groups. For to the one group of me's, we placed a bigger amount or enough amount of stem cells in their bloodstream. Into the other group, they didn't put anything. So, what were the differences that were observed? It was amazing. We could see that in me's that had a sufficient number of stem cells in the blood were able to have a survival rate 37% above of the other with a recovery of the cardiac muscle. So that was amazing to show that a bigger amount of stem cells circulating in your bloodstream could produce changes like that. So that's why today we are going to talk about the natural system of renewal. And what is that? So you can see that here in this image, how in the different tissues, we can see that the tissues will send a message to the bone marrow. And that message that is sent to the bone marrow activates the release of stem cells to the blood stream, migrating to the tissues that are harmed or any kind of alteration. Different kinds of harms that need to be addressed in that tissue. So these cell stems will go there and differentiate at that tissue, and that will provide and bring an incredible difference, because immediately then you are going to have that capacity or in your own body, and then you can leverage all those cells and tissues and then bring a better balance to the health of that person that has that amount of stem cells circulating. That's something that today we need to say that's the medicine of the future. We are talking about regenerative medicine. We are talking of an absolutely anti-aging medicine. We want to have and see and feel young. We all want to be healthy. We all want to be feel well. So that is exactly, to see that is magnificent. So that you can see it, and our system could be then enriched with these kinds of substances. So the more stem cells you've got in your bloodstream, we are going to have more available stem cells so that they can repair and renew all our tissues, and that will help us so that our organisms will have a perfect health. And a perfect health is not only not having a disease, it's more than that. So how can we actually increase the number of stem cells in our bloodstream there? So the answer is Revita Blue. And what is Revita Blue? And now, yes, we're going to tell us get into detail what it is. So Revita Blue is a product created a person that was a pioneer in the research of stem cells, and this product, this nutraceutic, is actually a combination of plants that are amazing. We've got a combination of algae, aloe vera, and everything mixtured in powder coconut water. It's something that's very refreshing, delicious for the organism, and very beneficial. So we are going to give you a little bit of information regarding the key elements of Revita Blue. So we've got the algae that are these algae, as you can see here, these are algae in that blue greenish color that are very interesting, because besides coming from in Oregon, from the lake of Oregon, they've got a fame of being the first food of the earth. So, and it's actually what they have inside these. We've got a combination of balance of vitamins, minerals, amino acids inside it. Mm. It's had 8 essential amino acids. That's something very important for the nutrition of any person. We could actually give a nutritional support to any kind of people, not only someone that has a certain health problem, but any healthy person that wants to stay healthy also. And besides those amino acids that are essential, we've got a whole spectrum of minerals like yodo, and with all the problems we can see today of the thyroid gland because of the lack of salts. And so We need to have that uh, iodine in the nutrition of the people, and that's very important for the metabolism. And we're going to have that because of these kind of algae. So it's a cello beta carotene that's a very important antioxidant, very important for us to have positive changes in our immune system, and also and chlorophyll. That's actually we talk a lot about that because it helps us to adjust the pH of your organism. People are talking a lot about pH because we want to be a little bit more alkaline, and chlorophyll actually helps us to have be more alkaline. That's a better pH in order to avoid different kind of diseases. So, and these nutrients that we can see here in these kind of algae alpha, that researches have been made that show that an increase in the consumption of these kind of plants will favor or promote the increase of stem cells that are circulating in your bloodstream. So it's a wonderful idea. And in order to include that kind of plant inside our formulation, and we've got these kind of berries. So these were called shiny horse in Spanish, because that's the name of the botanic gender, Hippopie. These actually, so the hair of the horse were very shiny. So that was because of the nutrients that were provided by this berry. So something very important, vitamins as B complex, vitamin C, A vitamin, but also because you got flavonoids, also the fatty acids. Today we need a lot of fatty acids in our nutrition. If you want to have a balance in the content of fatty acids that go into your body, it's very important that within your nutrition, you add these that have these exactly these berries. So now you're going to have polyunsaturated fatty acids that are so convenient for your metabolism. So regarding these berries, besides having this amount of these fatty acids, I want to tell you that as the algae, researchers were done that once you put that into your nutrition, you are going to see in 2 hours, more or less, a very big amount of adult stem cells circulating in your blood. So this is something very positive to have the opportunity of consuming in a nutraceutic a combination like this one. It's an element, an ingredient that is key for your health, essential for a nutrition like this. Then aloe vera, that's something very famous, something that actually has been considered like a panacea. It has been the plant of eternity, something that you can actually see in many tropical climates, and we can also see it in other climates. But today, most of the people have it at home. Many here in our Dominican Republic, where I am, it's used as part of the support for nutrition because of all the effects it's got. Bes- Besides having lots of vitamins and minerals, these plants actually supports the elimination of certain toxins, or say mycotic effect, antibacterial effect. It's got a plant used for many people because of all these effects, and really actually improve a better gut system. If you want to have a better digestion, this plant will help you a lot in that. So when you can consume a nutrient that will provide a certain amount of nutrients in an optimal, balanced way that will not affect your system, uh, it's easy to absorb, it's actually very convenient. And the pot that I would like to see here is actually has zinc and iron and copper. This is very important because today we see a lot problem of unbalance in nutrition of the people because of these three elements. So if you want to have a system that will make a better cellular production, that will support the people that have a blood deficiency or some of them wants to improve in these areas, this is very convenient. So this combination, it's a very nice combination. If we thank God because they will actually were able to achieve a combination to this in order to support the people, to many people that actually need a formula like this that will bring all these benefits. First of all, it's a formula that comes from vegetables, so it's absolutely natural. Or ingredients are from natural vegetable origin, and will helps our bodies. It will provide you energy and comes in a very practical way to be used, very easy to use. For example, how can you use Revita Blue? For example, you actually open an envelope or a sachet and you dilute that in a glass of water. I've got a glass of water of 250 milliliters of water, and you mix it that. As you dissolve it, then you drink it, because the correct is in order to have it and actually be to be absorbed and bring the necessary effect, you actually mix it when you are going to drink it. You can have one or two sachets per day. It's very refreshing, very nice. You're going to feel very well. If you want to have a better effect, vitality, and recovery of your tissues, you can also have one in the night. You can have it any day of the time, but I've seen in my experience that in the evening, you've got a better effect because of all these nutrients in order to help in the repair of the tissues during this your sleep. So, and that will provide you a better energy, a little bit more active, a little bit better to actually have a better version of yourself. Oh, so today we are having a time where we actually need to have that better version of ourselves. Today we are passing through difficult times where we need to have a change in what? In our habits. Our habits actually play a very important role in our health. So we thank Revita Blue because Revita Blue can actually be a part of our new behaviors, because if you include it in our nutritional system, we'll actually support you to all the other behaviors that you are going to create, making physical activity, drinking more water, in order to bring all that balance in everything you bring, in order to have that control of the stress, of actually of having actually a set of behaviors that will be better for you in order to be healthy. And if you add a product like this, then you're going to improve, you're going to support, and you will enable that all these systems that we are trying to work with you, then we'll be able to have a set of raw material to work with. And that raw materials that this product provides, that your organism start then to bring all that balance that you need for your body. So the goal is in order to have a better version of yourself, because I've got my own version. Besides my behaviors, I add to my system ingredients that will provide me that cellular support that will enable me to have all those tools in order to bring all those changes that I need and take my organism to that process of achieving an optimal health, so that you will feel better, that you will feel more energy. You're starting to see positive changes in your health. So if you want to have a better version of yourself, please have Revita Blue. For me, it's been a pleasure to have him share with you all this masterclass of Revita Blue. It's a very important moment for us, so that you can talk with your family, friends of this product that will help you and nourish you. Actually, leverage your health will help you in order to, in a very simple way, in an easy way, bring you that balance in your systems, giving you a better nutrition. Thank you very much for providing me the opportunity of sharing with you. And let us continue connected with our Expo Jeunesse Latin America Vision 2020.
Gracias.
Thank you very much, Dr. Barrera. Thank you very much for sharing this information with us. I always learn something new with you, and especially for the passionate way in which you deliver your talks. We are learning a lots of things, especially at this time. And let's see what we have done. Let's see to what extent we have come. And for this, we have with us our Executive Director for Latin America, Rafaela Bendano, to speak about the market. So, Rafael, please. Thank you very much, Renzo. I'm very sure that you, as much as I, is surprised by the quality and the contents that we have received right now. I would like to deeply thank to the experts of product that have shared this information, something that is very valuable to all of us about the line of products. We always have something new, and what I take from you is something that enriches me and something not only educates me but also makes me proud to get to know the quality of product that we have and the way how they're being developed, and also with the vision that really transform the lives of many people around Latin America. And I'm very sure that you who are listening to me, with this piece of information that you receive here, you know to whom you can reach. You know whose lives you can transform. And through these products, which are the wonderful products for building a business, something that you already know how to use and you know where the opportunity is. And also very surprised to get to see how technology works. We could connect Lima, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, and Colombia. And I'm here in Sao Paulo. I'm speaking live. I'm speaking to you as if we were close to each other. But we have to take into account this. Technology is good, technology helps us, and the real technology shrinks the world. But human contact is still necessary. So the human spirit that we have behind everything is what really makes me proud of. Let's start with something that is very important to speak about Latin America. Let's speak about our region and the 10 countries from Mexico to Chile. And it's very important to speak about this state of empowerment and to understand and to learn and to get to know what is the starting point. When we start seeing Latin America, let's see what is the route that we want to pursue and what is the way that we want to pave for the future, looking at 2023. When I was thinking about how to speak to you, I just thought of this chart. And here we have three major stages. We have the transition, and the year 2020 is not only something for good for our business, but also for our lives in general. This is a milestone because we have gone from point one to point B. We cannot just stay still. Life has shaken us a lot, and it has invited us to react in a different way. And this transition has helped us to reassess the way how we have worked, and not only as a company but also as a society. And let's see how we can move forward. But after transition, we have to have a consolidation. So Consolidation is the verb that will make us go through the transformation and also build and consolidate us on the map of the industry of network businesses. And I know that you who are listening to me at home, together with your leaders, with your team, with your corporate staff, will help us consolidate this position. Let's get a more solid position on the map in each one of these flags. Because what we have learned in the year 2020 is that we have to prepare ourselves for the consolidation that is effective. And after this, we have growth. Growth results from the preparation of an effective preparation for you to really take account of what you do. And who doesn't want to grow? Everyone wants it. Everyone wants to be successful. But also have to take into consideration that those who prepare themselves are the ones who are aware of their weaknesses and they consolidate themselves because then from themselves and then they consolidate themselves in a serious way and growth is a consequence of that. So growth is not achieved if you're not prepared. And the key for growth is consistency. Let us speak a little bit about how we have prepared the 2020 year and so that 2021 we can consolidate. So through operational and administrative consolidation, what we have done, we have to prepare a machine so that we can work in a systemic and efficient, effective way, and in a way that we can put in your hands a business that is good. So this is why we have prepared ourselves to this year 2020. We have received 35% more orders than in 2019. Sorry, we don't have the audio. Sorry, no audio coming to the booth. So, operational and administrative consolidation, the way how we have prepared the company according to the needs that you have. Because if you don't get ready, it will be worse in the way how we're going to approach growth. So this is why in the year 2020, we have focused on the preparation as a company, as an organization, according to the needs that you have in your countries, and also to adjust ourselves according to the culture that you have in your countries. So in the year 2020, we have had a growth of 35% of orders. So we have received 35% more orders than last year. So this also, of course, implies a better preparation in the way how people pay products. There are more innovative ways because the pandemic has forced us to sell things online. And because of this, people have to pay online. So this is why we have gone to each country to identify the ways that will be more effective for people to pay for the products. And likewise, in the way that we have optimized the operations is something important. So since the product is manufactured in the plants and how they are transported in a more efficient way and how it is shipped, and then when it comes to the warehouses, how they are stored in good conditions and how they get to the hands of the consumer in the shortest time possible. And we want to make sure that this delivery is an experience, that is according to what we have as a philosophy. It's not just a matter of delivering a product. We want to provide an experience to the consumer. And also we have taken care of how we have located our processes in different cultures. It's different for you to deliver a product in Bogota or in Santiago or Mexico. So regardless of where the product has to be delivered, the experience has to be the same. And it also has to be satisfactory because Jeunesse is a global business. And the new base for growth. What is the starting point for us to get ready to grow in a more effective way? What is our new base for growth in the region of Latin America? I'm very proud to share with you two things that I find very important. What has happened in the year 2020? We have received in the Jonas family more than 45% of new distributors. So 45% more distributors than what we had in 2019. And the numbers are still growing. So to all the new distributors that have joined us in 2020, welcome. This was your best decision, and we are committed with you. And this is also seen in the sales. Today, we have had a growth of 15% compared to the same period of 2019, October 9, 2019. So this shows the trend of the network market. And so now we are growing at a very good rate. And why? Because you are really committed, because you have not lost your vision, and also because you have endorsed all this that we are doing in each one of your markets. And the production is also increasing by 20%. And the industry is not growing at this level. So this is why you should be proud because of the outcomes that we have shown. And I'm very sure that after all the information that they have shared to this point, you who are home have already seen to whom you can offer this product, to who else you can also help transform their lives, but above all, to who else through these excellent vehicles that Jonas provides you with will help you to transform the business, and the business will be the way for you to change lifestyles of people. So technology has worked to us in a very good way. So we can have connected Lima to San Jose, Bogota, and I'm here in Sao Paulo, and we have connected all of us. And but nothing of this works if the human factor is not there. So this is what I find impressive about Jonas. And effectively, we have experts who have helped us. We have professionals that also show what we have in the business. And this has a lot to do with the quality of distributors that we have in our Jonas family. But again, so let's continue with this trip to this journey through Latin America. So we have also committed ourselves, and we have this state of empowerment, of opening, and this is why it's important for us to get to know what we have built during this year 2020. So this is a year in which we have learned a lot, but above all, let's see what is the starting point for the coming years. So in Latin America, we are really taking care, we are really taking responsibility on the growth that we have seen. So let's see. So what is very important to consider is three states, three states that we see with this vision from 2020 to 2023, and how the strategy will be there. So we have three steps. The first one is the transition one. So this is the year of 2020 in which we have to transform ourselves very fast. We have to go from point A to B, and you as distributors, you have adopted and adapted to these changes. So let's see how the year 2020 have moved us out of our zone of comfort and have moved us to a new way of working. Now, the second step is consolidation. So let's see how all this transition and these changes may help us to consolidate ourselves, to strengthen our quality as distributors on the map of Latin America, and how we are seeing ourselves in this landscape of network markets. We are now in the leading role of what it is to take opportunities in a very competitive market, which is Latin America. And we have distributors that are really changing the lives of people. But after transition, after consolidation, we have growth. All of us want to grow and all of us want to be successful, but not everyone is willing to pay the price for this growth. Because if there is not an adequate transition and if the consolidation is not adequate, great growth may take place, but may not be sustainable. And what we seek with this proposition in building this business is to have a better growth, because successful the success is also something that you build, and growth is something that you also achieve. So let's see, this year 2020 we have built many things together, and let's see what we have for the coming years. First, we had to prepare ourselves and to consolidate ourselves from the operation administrative point of view in a very strong way. And the year 2020 surprised us because we had an increase by 35% of orders compared to 2019, and is still growing. And this has required us to strengthen our processes, because people would have to have access to products in a more efficient way. And many of our countries have shown restrictions for people to going out, but it doesn't mean that business is not working.
Optimizing the operation for transportation, safety, and delivery. How our commitment as a company from the product that comes out from the factory until it arrives to the door of the distributor, it's an efficient process and an optimal process, and among all, that is tuned up and localized to the very needs of each single market. We are absolutely aware that deliver something in Mexico is different delivered in Bogota, in Colombia, or Santiago, or San Salvador. The experience should be the same, although the processes are different, and that we are actually adjusting all that. So how we are actually facing the new growth base in order for our region. So it's wonderful for me to share with you this graph where we can actually welcome to 45% more distributors than in the same period for last year. So I want to thank and welcome to the family all those new distributors and actually to strengthen our commitment for your growth. And that can be seen in 15% growth of our sales. 15% where the industry is growing, while the industry is growing 6%. So this is a very incredible number, and that number is growing, and we expect it to arrive 20% at the end of the year. And thanks to all of you, to your commitment and your vision, because as you can see, regardless of the situations that you are seeing, we are growing, and that is because we maintain that vision. All Latin American countries are growing, but I want especially to congratulate three countries because of their leadership with their work and delivery. They are the spearhead of Latin America. So my acknowledgments for Ecuador, Guatemala, and Peru, because we are actually marking the difference. We are actually showing the strength for the rest of the countries of the countries of the region. I want to thank everybody, to all those that are actually delivering, so that we can actually transform all these countries, so that we can transform these societies and the Genes business. So that shows that the geographies, the sizes of the countries, they are actually professionals to the sizes of the success. So congratulations to each one of you. And we've been able in the region to have the biggest consolidated sales since 2016. We had never seen such a growth, but that is because of you. And we are focusing in local manufacturing and new launches in an innovative way in order to actually to balance the portfolio of products in all Latin America. Manufacturing locals from the Genes products focused in the needs for Latin Americans. In one of the best examples, Truno Cafe, and the product that you are going to see, the sunshine, is an example of the result of these joint efforts. So congratulations. So Latin America as a region in process of transformation, we're going to focus in a new reality, and this new reality has showed us that actually the contact is a part of our business. But that contact, that approach, that regardless of the environment, we continue to actually to grow it. So we arrived to more 730,000 more people through virtual events. And think what that is in order to arrive to all those people with presential face-to-face events. Would it be possible in that amount of time? No. So we had more 27,000 viewers live. And imagine today's imagine Junes Arena full. Almost 10,000 people wouldn't be able to get into with if we see the events that we've built in this event month after month since this new reality. And we've obtained more than 165,000 interactions in social networks. The example of that is today. We are arriving through a network and we are interacting through social networks in order for each one of you. This is a new reality, and that obliged us to create tools developed in Latin America. Genes has got a very big toolbox, but we've created this for us, and that's we create more than 50 new marketing tools that are available today in sharejunes.com with Latin America. Because of the need of more and new tools for you, we created a new tool that's I want to be Genes.com, quiero ser Genes, so everybody can get into that and actually search a leader distributor, a new catalog of products for each one of the markets in a digital platform that will be available. Many of the countries already have seen it, and we are working so that in the next month, in 2 months, every single country in Latin America could have this digital catalog available. And we've created this J letter, that's newsletters for Sapphirus and above. Or month after month, we are actually telling you all the advancements from transition and consolidation from Genes in Latam. With JSAP also, we've got WhatsApp, and through that we are arriving with more direct information for Sapphirus and above. So we are preparing the company for the growth that you need. We are consolidating our company. We are from there would like to talk about the growing Latin America and give you the opportunity to each of the markets that actually can contribute on the specificity, all the particular things with representative leaders. So in Mexico, a couple of days ago, I had the opportunity of actually interact with the leader of this market that I love so much, and I am sure that in any other market is a story of Genes in Mexico is just beginning. So I like to leave you with this video that we've recorded with these interactions, and we'll actually start from there, the presentations of each one of the markets. So thank you very much. See you in a while. So, family Junes, it's a pleasure for me to greet you within this Expo 2020 that I'm absolutely sure that you are using it as a method, you are actually loving all the information receiving, and actually you are planning, I suppose, the objectives and work plans for the rest of these 2020, but above all for the next years. So today I have the privilege of talking to one of the most important markets of Jeunesse and most important of the industry of the networks. It's the Mexican market. It's a market that is surprising us more and more, not only because of the results it's been bringing, but also the capacity of entrepreneurship they've got. It's impressive to see the numbers, the figures, the capacities that they've got. The Mexican guys has got 8 of 10 Mexicans are ready to be an entrepreneur, to listen on a business opportunity. And what is the opportunity? And that's why I want to highlight the importance of Jeunesse in Mexico. It's because of that, because the capacity of being entrepreneurs of the Mexicans is impressive, and people are ready to listen. And above all, they are ready to give so that the result comes. So, talking about numbers, I would like to talk about the very general information of the industry that within this time, a little bit different within the COVID, Mexico has surprised us in the consolidation of the industry. More 79% of this kind of marketing, 79% are generated in 10 markets. Mexican is the seventh, indicated that the capacity or the potential is there. We are sitting in a market of $7 million a year in these direct sales industry, and 8 of 10 products are sold within the category of wellness. That are the products of Jeunesse is actually working more and more. So, talking a little bit about our own market or the results that we've been having during this year, were very promising and very successful, thanks to the efforts of our distributors in Mexico and all Latam that are building in Mexico are actually working wonderful, regardless of the specific situations that we are in this 2020. In the Jeunesse Mexican market, we've been growing 24% the sales in the year to date compared since 2020 and 2019. And that is very important to take into account, mainly because the expectation of growth of the industry in Mexico, there were only 6%, and we are growing at a rate of 24%. And the sponsorship of the new distribution arriving to our family have grown 46% in the same period of time, comparing 2019 and 20, with growth 46%. So my congratulations, all the distributors that are working for a better Mexico and that are doing, making Jeunesse arriving to more and more people, and we are consolidating and we are growing as a business in Mexico. We are positioned one. We've got a very promising future with the market consolidating more and more, with the possibility of actually having products that are that better suitable for Latin America, and Mexico will be much more imported in the region, mainly in manufacturing local products. I also want to benefit from this time to invite all distributors that are listening to us today, that are here in the United States, Europe, whatever, in the same Latin America, to please come to make business in Jeunesse, Mexico. We've got one of the most stable economies in the region. We've got a whole infrastructure ready and available so that we can actually make business in a fluid way, in a seamless way. All our products have all the necessary registry within the authorities, all our infrastructure, the delivery systems to make our products to arrive the products to our customers are okay, and we've got one of the most solid payment platforms. Come to make business with us. We await you here with open brands, because our country depends on you. Our distributors are the protagonists of our business. They're our reason for us being. And I want to introduce someone that, although he's very young, is someone with a great experience in the industry, with a father, a husband, and someone actually given to the others, someone that actually preaches and walks the talk. That knows the industry, is the culture of Mexico. So please bring someone that, because of his personal skills, he deserves this space and needs to talk in name of the Mexican market. Please let us welcome our Zafiro from Mexico, Jesus Sanabria from Mexico. Jesus, welcome, and thank you very much for coming from Mexico. So thank you very much, Rafael, for this. I show you a I want to send you a very big hug. I would like to ask you, please, Rafael, please, if being Mexico a winning country within this kind of industry, why do you think that Junes has all this potential within the market? What makes us different? What makes us winners within Mexico? Why Mexico is a Junes territory? I will tell you from my perspective as a Mexican. From the very first day that I enrolled in Junes, I feel actually embraced and actually supported by this company. You see from the very first moment when a company is a winning company and thinks actually in the well-being, on the worthiness of his member, the growth of the market. Mexico is a Junes market because although we've got so many offers, so many companies in Mexico doing things in Mexico, and something many doing very good things in Mexico, but Junes is excellence, and that's why it's a 20 biggest in these 11 years, competing against companies with more than 80 years that actually don't have such a solid. That's right, we are Junes territory because we do things with passion. We are hardworking. What is your vision and then for the near future, for Junes in Mexico, the near future? What do we say? What is coming from the Mexican market? Growth, good perspective. And I tell you, from the side of the distributor, we are working with strategy, but we know that we see and we perceive that every single step that we give, we are not alone. Every single step, Junes comes supporting us, a corporate team with an incredible legacy, and all these products will be launched and will be transformed in invoicement and incomes. And that means whole families generating an extra income that actually brings that tranquility. That is for us, Junes. That is we are going to have for the Mexican market, and that's our commitment. And you are going to grow. We are going to have lots of leaders, directors, many people that will shift their lives in this market, and that in the near future. So thank you very much, Jesus. I send you a very big hug. It's a pleasure to be talking to you. And this is the best message, and we are very well represented by you. Let us continue with this presentation. So now, thank you very much. For right now, going to see you in a little while. I want to leave you with our sales representative for Latam, Mr. Renzo Eugenio. Now the stage is yours. Thank you, Rafael. A very big hug also for Jesus, and we continue with the update of our markets. And now, let us to talk about Central America and the Caribbean, a very important region from Junes. If you want, it's one of the first countries that Junes has already opened in Latin America. So we have here our general manager for Central America and the Caribbean, Oscar Portillo. So production, let's go with Oscar Portillo. So good afternoon, Junes Latin America. We're very emotional to be participating in this Expo Vision 2020. We're represented in Central America and Dominican Republic with very big news because the region has been growing and growing the number of sales distributors and new positions. As part of this growth, we've got Panama that has been grown 12% in sales when compared to last year, and has also grown in the number of distributors getting into the company in 70%. And for that, I want to introduce our new Ruby, Ika, and Yoko Camino. So, congratulations, leaders 2028. A very big hack from Panama. Thank you, Oscar, for that wonderful news in Panama. We are passing an incredible moment, this growth that we're having in the region. And here in Panama, it's amazing. Thank you for everything you do. And Junes is the best company of this kind of industry. And we're having a wonderful company with this vision. It's amazing. Please, let me tell you why. First, because we were actually believing in the wonderful platform that we've got as a company. So we've got a platform 24/7 that we actually delivers an incredible potential. We are passing in a very difficult moment in the world, but we had all the strength, all the hope, and we actually, and things are happening. We gathered as a country, as a team. We decided to learn more about the technology and something very important. We decided to take a message of hope, faith, health, of union, of opportunity for all, because the opportunities were actually getting away. So we created this new form, and we actually bet in all the promotions, and we said everything with a positive character, and let us go forwards, because this month we were going to be launched. And in 2013, when we presented this opportunity, our Emerald directors, we came back to have to dream back again, and we understood that we were going to help many people. It was not easy, because it was actually, we had difficult times, of course. What we started to see more and more leaders coming on board. Yes. If you are getting tired, it's because you're reaching incredible moments. So many things happened. So get courage, believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and let us struggle for all these families that are waiting for this opportunity due to the vision of Jeunesse in order to explore the best of your potential. We are going to have a new stage now with the COVID, and we need to gather back again and start to believe back again and believe that it is possible to go forward. So I want to give you a message that please don't stop dreaming, because in this month we had incredible situations in our family. We had problem in my daughters, and so, 3 days before finishing the month, we had a problem where members of our family were actually sick of COVID. But let me tell you something, this team was helping us, the Lord was helping us, and Jeunesse is always inside of our hearts, our souls. And thank you for everybody that supported, because they told us here we are, because we all deserve the support of each other. And the most important, now we are in front of the future diamond directors. That it's all of you. Be proud of believing on this process. Yes, we are in full joy of belonging to this wonderful company, thanking the Lord and this wonderful team, these wonderful leaders that helped us in the middle of these difficulties. They actually helped us because this will be possible and actually delivered us all this strength. So we started to transform our lives. So everybody were actually working together, and this is the message for today. Please continue to dream, fight, struggle for your dreams, and you can be the future diamond. Let us all go. We are one team, one family, one jeunesse. What a wonderful teaching, Dr. Ika and Jaco Camino from Panama, with his own wonderful teaching, not only Panama, but also we've got the Dominican Republic with their growth, with incredible growth, because they've growth 86% in the sales when compared to last year, in 121% in the amount of distributors that came in, joined the company. And that is due to the effort done by our leaders in Dominican Republic, and also with the launch of new product as AM, PM, Revita Blue, Truno Cafe. And I want to invite and now introduce you our Zafiro Eli Bautista from Dominican Republic. and very related with everything you've just commented and told about the numbers and the growth that we had in Dominican Republic. Yes, we're very happy for all the growth and the expansion that we have had. So it's been actually a success of all the distributors, and thanks of all of you and some new leaders that actually joined, people from Colombia, also Panama and Peru, that have integrated to our countries and actually supported their growth. So actually, we as pioneers in Dominican Republic, as a founder team, of course, we are privileged to be member of this team. We've made everything possible for in Dominican Republic to have this growth and have be part of this expansion. It has been a decision and work team from the very beginning. As any other country in Latin America, the Dominican Republic was affected by COVID and the issue of this pandemic. Many people lost their jobs, were actually out of their works and had to go back home without work. So what we did is actually to pick up actions, take decisions, advance, and go after the things before they happened. And that has helped us, that attitude has helped us to strengthen, and with all these tools and strategies from the very beginning that we were told that the country were going into quarantine, we gathered and we defined, we created a strategic plan in order to work and make a couple of meetings on a daily basis on a consistent ways, using all our platform, virtual platforms, adding training together with our leaders and our teams. The leadership of the company has been supporting us, providing us tools, all the trainings necessary, all the future platforms, and everything that Junes has done for us so that we can advance and improve and be today enjoying the growth, the sustainable growth that we are having. Also, we have had launches of wonderful products. Start as an AMPM, that's a winning product. We received that product and has been a very big leverage for our country, and being able to work with that launch with Dr. Dicen Jampapa, a Nobel Prize in medicine, has been a privilege. Then we had the launch of Revita Blue, a product that actually regenerates and activates the stem cells in the bone marrow, and that was the second launch in the middle of COVID. And we had always had the support, the corporate for the launching and the presence of Dr. Chris, that is a specialist in stem cells. And from that product, you're going to receive a training from one of our leaders from Dominican Republic, Yadiris Barreiro, as part of this expo. So very recently, but not less important, we had the launch of Truno Cafe, 100% Colombia, that comes to shift all the trends and improve the style of having coffee. Absolutely healthy coffee, of which the distributors are started to grow with, and our distributors and our clients are starting to consuming, distributing, and selling this product. And all these launches, all this corporate support, all the strategies that we were able to implement have helped us a lot in order to grow and advance as a country. And we are being able to have the growth that we have today. And we are not going to stop there, because for 2021, we are going to continue in this growth path. We have already established new strategies for the rest of the year in order to build new sales, uh, capture more clients, bring in new distributors, new leaders, so that our country continues to grow, and that all the dynamic, all the energy and vision of the company uh, continues to be growing in every single family of the Dominican Republic. So for us, it's a privilege to be here enjoying all these Expo Vision 2020, being representing our country, our family, and all Latin America today. You may things to happen in the Dominican Republic. So this Expo 2020, now we are going directly to Guatelinda with our director Rubí Tato González. So we've got good news for Guatemala. We've got results that are extraordinary. Tato, so I can imagine that they are maybe are expecting to know these results. Actually, Oscar, yes, me, I think that everybody that will represent UNESCO and in Guatelinda, very emotion, very actually hoping with lots of they wanted to know all these news for Guatelinda. The good news is that regarding 2019, the growth in sales from January to September has been 130% of growth, and not only in sales but also in new distributors, because we've been growing from January to September 180%, and we've still even get more. We've still got more months to the end of the year to grow even more. So we are going to have a lot of success in this 2020. So how has all this impacted your business? What was your strategy? Well, let me tell you, Oscar, that's something very important, knowing that you from the very beginning, we got this vision very clear from the very beginning that we started in 23 years and a half ago. We knew exactly what was our vision, our goal, and we knew that we have chosen the best vehicle to part of our proposal was actually to impact the life of thousands of families in this beautiful country that I call it Guatelinda, because I know the economical situation of our country, and we saw that Junés was like the pathway that could actually go to any single person, and our task was actually to promote it the best way possible, the most professional way, and being able to actually to achieve many people. Today, 3 years and a half afterwards, we're in a very important situation. We are Ruby, but the most important thing is the figures that you showed us, because those now actually represent the amount of families and people that are being impacted by Junés. We are being able to achieve to all those families actually taking at least more dollars for each, more than just a couple of dollars. In many cases, it's a lot for those people, and for me, for my team, my wife. It's one of the most important things to help other people. So we've got this COVID in 2020. For many people, this is crisis. From one of my mentors, that crisis is also opportunity. So that's one of the things that's more important that we were able to do in our team.
Crisis is a synonym of opportunity. You have to see that. And we saw it with our positive eyes, with eyes knowing that this is a vehicle that can take everyone who really wants and deserves and do what it has to do to better their economy. These numbers are a consequence of this. We have had in the last 3 months a growth of 600%. 600% in sales, thanks to a group of marvelous people, a group of professionals in the industry of marketing through relationship, which have a vision and the purpose of being a blessing and impact the lives of many people with this great vehicle called Jeunesse. And as you said, we have 3 months ahead, and these 3 months coming will be extraordinary for our country, for our neighbor country as well. Well, I want to invite you to have a toast. Of course, cheers. Wow, this is great, delicious. Okay, then, we have had the participation in the Expo 2020, and we say goodbye with Wild Team, Wild Family, Wild Unite. Wow, how incredible. What an incredible energy. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you for our leaders. And Tato, thanks for... I'm going to take an airplane and hug you. This will be possible. We will probably meet each other 20th or January 1st. Then we continue with more updates. We have had very good news this year in all countries. And one of the countries that had an excellent news was Chile, with the launch of Trulo a few weeks ago, which has broken sales record. We have sold an incredible quantity of the new product, and it's now one of the most sold products in Chile. And today, Restore is going to be launched in Chile. We're doing this launch today. And you have to be sure that this will have a great impact in the business of the distributors in Chile. To tell you what has happened this year, Rolinson Ortiz is here, which is our Chilean manager. Hello, Family Genes Latin America. We say hello from Chile. We are finishing a very challenging year, but actually our distributor and the businesses have been working well, because in Chile mainly, the year has been very complicated, but the pandemic has made our distributors become better. So the last quarter, we had a sales growth of 64%. Additionally, 38% of growth with new distributors that have impacted, and our products have impacted their lives, and they have continued doing business. This has meant operational challenges. In Chile, we have worked in 3 great challenges that we had. The first one is to reduce in 50% the costs of distribution. Also, a reduction of 45% in times of delivery of our product. The pandemic made this effect. We haven't improved it 100%, but during these days and these months, when things start getting better, the impact we will see the impact reflected 100%. And a last result of the effort and the work that we have been doing with our leaders was to look for a payment option was online, which didn't require a manual process. So the payment has been automatical without the necessity of somebody doing anything manual. These challenges, these advances, this growth has exerted an important impact. And how we manage that, our Freddy Cortaz, our director, will explain that. Hello, I want to say goodbye to the thousands of people who are listening to this Expo, November Expo. I'm Freddy Cortez. I'm an Emerald Director in Chile, and this has been a great challenge. In October last year, we had a popular uprising which revolutioned the country. There were protests. People were coming out into the streets to see to show their disappointment, and it was quite challenging because big and small business people started closing down their businesses because there was a revolutionary movement on the streets of our country, and businesses had to shut down. So how can we adapt ourselves to this which is happening in the streets? There were tanks in the streets, the military were in the streets. So here in our office, we were obliged to remain at home because there was sort of a state of siege, and we took actions immediately. And before the COVID-19, we started working through this extraordinary platform, which is called Zoom. And we started doing that in October last year to do internet meetings. So we adapted ourselves, we adjusted ourselves. It was a challenge because we couldn't see people face-to-face anymore. And we started implementing this training and meetings from home on the internet. It started having a great result at the end of 2019. After that, the pandemic came up, and it was really tragic because many companies started starting to close, especially small and medium-sized businesses, because this pandemic, this COVID-19, which affected the whole world. What did Robinson do as distributors of Jeunesse? These have been potential for us because many companies have gone bankrupt. Many of them have closed down. They have lost millions and millions of dollars. Many people have been obliged to start working as entrepreneurs. And there were we from the first meeting with our meetings, offering people to get acquainted to this great opportunity, this company that can adjust to any situation. So they understood that Jeunesse Global adjusts itself to any crisis. It's a company which is crisis-proof, let's say. We can drive through any kind of patchy road. So a rocky patch. I mean, Chile is a country where people are very accepting. People are very suspicious, and in what we can say that they saw Jeunesse in a different way. Before adjusting, the people who are out there, many they don't know the products, maybe they know some of the products, maybe they don't know what Jeunesse is actually, but I feel that people now see Jeunesse as a serious company, as a gigantic company, and this is making a difference. We know that through the crisis, during crisis, the best leaders are born. We have launched 2 products, Che and Truno, and it has been incredible. These launches have been a total success. 1,500 coffee boxes of Truno were sold in just one day, and this is thanks to our corporation, thanks to everything they have delivered to us so that we can work with our business every day and make people know this great opportunity, which is Jeunesse Global. We have new people coming up. In Jeunesse Chile, there is a tremendous new energy. We feel that this is just starting. This is just the start. I have to congratulate the leaders, the instructors of Jeunesse Chile, so that they have adjusted so quickly to all these changes that happened overnight. And we are now quite relaxed and comfortable with all these changes that we have had to go through. So we are very happy for the work that has been done, for participating in this Expo Robinson, and for everything that we are building, because we're growing rapidly. The products are being distributed in each place in the country through the internet. So it has been a revelation how many people have been able to be born again as entrepreneurs. So this is what I want to say from the leadership in Chile. Thank you very much. This company has demonstrated that we are we have been able to work with we should think that in 2 hours we have sold 2,000 units of Fruno, so we are still going to impact more families, and this has made us have a very good closure of the business year 2020. And we hope that 2021 will be better. 2021 will be incredible. So I want to greet everybody who are in their homes looking at this or watching this expo. Chile is reporting with very strongly, and we will have an extraordinary 2021. Thank you, Robinson. Thank you, Freddie. So we say goodbye as very happily. 1, 2, 3. One team, one family, one Jeunesse. Greetings. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you, Robinson. It's a pleasure to see you, to hear you, and I miss the fact of not being able to meet you personally, but I hope we will be together again and we will vibrate, have good vibes as everybody in our family vibrates. And I have had a toast with Bruno and Marita let's talk to Marita and with Truno. And now it's time to to revise what has happened in the Andean region. For that, we have the manager of Ecuador, Colombia, and Peru, Adriana Sarmiento. Come on, Adriana, your turn. Hello, greetings to all distributors in Latin America, which are connected to this Expo Vision 2020. I am Adriana Sarmiento, and I am the manager of the Andean region in Ecuador, Peru, and Colombia. And at this time, I have the honor of sharing with you very interesting news and very important news of this from these three markets. Let's start with Ecuador. Ecuador in last July had the highest month of sales in all its story since our launch. Ecuadorians are not happy with that. And in September, a few days ago, they also broke this sales record in the year of 2020. What are they doing in Ecuador to sell so much? Well, they are very constant. They are sharing the business opportunities, and they are having fun in this process. In 2020, they launched in our restaurant line, and we have a new scope, this 50 challenge 50 of Sully Ramirez. So we are planning to having 2 digits in 2020. Congratulations to Ecuador. Now let's speak about Colombia. Colombia is not being left behind. In February, they had the new range of Diana Ponte and another important manager. And we have the honor and the privilege from our Latin American hub, our line of Truno Coffee Truno, which is a product that will start telling stories. And we launch our restaurant product line. And we are very proud because this Colombian Truno is a Colombian coffee, and it's made in Colombia. And this is the reason why the most important media in the country invited our executive director, Rafael Albedaño, to participate in the most important media in TV, radio, and magazines like Caracol, Tiempo, Hola, which are publications on lifestyle and economic performance. Now let's speak about Peru. In Peru, I want to tell you that since we launched Restore, only in the first hour, they sold $100,000. So you can imagine how was the closure of this month. And this is what happens in Peru. They're still sharing the opportunity, the business opportunity. We have great numbers of growth of new distributors. In new distributors, they have a new basis of 86% of growth in new distributors. So you can imagine that how 2021 is going to be with these new distributors sharing the business opportunities of our dear company. So we also had three new scopes in Ruby director for 3 new Ruby directors that have just been named. And we had more information to share with you, but I would like to invite these 3 leaders, which are well known, so that they themselves will tell you what's going on in their countries and why such great results. So I want to call our panelists in Ecuador, Peru, and Colombia. And by Ecuador, for Ecuador, Mr. Jimenez, in Peru, Diego Limo, and in Colombia, Jorge Osmar. Welcome, all of you. How are you? I hope you are fine. Okay, let's start with you. And we are going to ask the same questions to the 3 of you. Tell us, in Ecuador, what does it mean for you and your country this year of 2020? Thank you. How are you? It's a pleasure to hear this great news from our brother countries. Well, I want to speak from two aspects. First of all, the traditional business that I manage and the perspective of what we do with Genes. March, we started with great news, great expectations, and we were expecting to sell a lot and implement lots of things. We were doing meetings for that, and suddenly the world generated a new order, the order of the pandemic. In my traditional business, this created a lot of problems, uh, unemployment, close downs, people that lost their income. But then we had the facility of understanding what we had in our hands. We had in our hands an opportunity, and we still have this opportunity, which allowed us to see things differently, to start understanding the benefits that this opportunity was presenting to us. Since over the last 11 years, we have been working on an e-commerce platform that we had not explored as we should have. We had not exploited as we should have. So we changed strategies. We started commenting about our online business, and we knew that we were in the new world order to have where we had to stay at home, and we used these tools with let us get to many places, not only to Ecuador but to many countries, and women, professors, engineers who had trouble of getting jobs. Now they got to know that they had a possibility. Ecuador started doing a radical change in terms of conducting business in regarding new strategies. The strategies that had to do with how to present the business, how to contact people. So actually, we started taking advantage of this tool.
Perhaps some of you have not seen the magnitude of it, the size of it. It's an incredible experience to know that you can change lives and see what is going on today. And what are these things? Well, there is new things. It doesn't matter where you're talking from, where you are. If you don't have a business that does not have a presence on the internet and does not have a tool that allows you to go anywhere in the world, you will not go forward. You have now all the possibilities to develop this strategy and to be at home with your family and sharing everything all together. And that's what they call the new world order. We need to be protected to what is going on outside. These are the major trends we see. This makes this year that Ecuador sees that this is a different time. Thank you for the opportunity to share with you what happened this year. Thank you very much. Now we're going to Peru. In Peru, we have Diego Limo. Diego, the same question to you. What was the meaning of 2020 for you and your country? Well, how are you, Fabiana? Angel, it's a pleasure to be here and share this moment with you. And answering your question, well, what happened in my country is similar to what happened in Ecuador and Colombia. He said that things go unorderly. Here, in those months that we had a pandemic, it was a real chaos. People were unnerved, people were confused, and the outlook for business was terrible. All the leadership of the leaders in Peru got together in order to make decisions. We have always had the opportunity to have an extra income. Most of the professionals have a second work for extra income. So this virtualization, now we are in a digital era. We have to develop skills that we had but were hidden before. So all the productivity has been affected. We have helped people to comply the promise of being a parallel source for emergency cases. parallel source that can be transformed into an A plan. You don't know until you prove it. The point is that throughout this journey, despite many conflicts that took place, and I'm not going to lie, they were very challenging times. I know many businesses closed down and many businesses went bankrupt. Now, in unlike other companies, we have grown tremendously since many of us are working from home. We are looking for something to do. You know that labor cuts has been going very massively in other sectors, and what we have seen that is how can I manage without my main source of income? How do I pay for my bills? What am I going to do now? So people start looking for options truly of all these people. And I know that people underwent a very tough time. What I should say is that the bad news is that the good moments go past as well as the bad moments. Now I believe we're all prepared for the good times. Believe me that we have a bright future ahead for the company. Well, thank you very much, Diego, for your insights. This shows an excellent results that we are having also in Peru. Now we're going to give the floor to our last panel member, Jorge Osman. Welcome, and ask you the same question. What has this year of 2020 meant to you and your country? Well, thank you very much for the invitation. It's a pleasure and honor to be here. Thank you, Adriana, for being here with us in such a special moment. I believe this has been the year that many people call the reinvention year. Reinvent ourselves, reinvention, new design, change. And literally, this phrase that or the sentence that we heard many times, which are Darwin's quote, the ones that survive are the ones who adapt quickly. So, what have we done this year with all our team? We have focused three different areas or main areas. The first one was the area to get closer to clients. So, how do we reach out to our clients when we came from a time when we had to be present, showing the product? So, then came the pandemic, and it uh, cut a lot of our efforts off. So, the months of March, April, and May, where confinements were really, really stringent. All our team have focused directly to these new digital tools. For us, this was a good time for reflection and to look for new opportunities. I say this because the moments of breaking paradigms have changed and changed a lot what we had before. And many interesting things have been shown up, like Dominican Republic, Mexico, and others, which focused on the sales of product, just like us. People would ask, are there people still buying products, even in the midst of the pandemic? Yes, the answer is absolutely. The second area that changed a lot was prospecting clients. And we have heard many time and time again, employees losing their jobs, companies shutting down, companies looking for new opportunities. They saw in our option a new way out. The point is how to reach these people if we could not do it physically. Before, we needed to wait and set up a meeting with a lot of people, And this was a kind of changing paradigm to see 200, 300, 500 people connected in the same room and see that people could say, wow, there's a lot of people there together, something is going on. We had the strategies from the companies, from lives and different ways of contacting these digital platforms to reach out to people with new opportunities. I believe this was really a powerful tool. And the third change was training. We have had a system of 2 or 3 different training sessions. Right now, we are going to be in a new phase, the new normal. And the form of training people in the form of capacity building has changed. And why we are still doing that? Well, because our business is just like an oven, which has to produce the same kind of bread. If people have the same temperature, I'm sure that the business will be fine. So we can conclude what this year has been to us: 3 different areas of change: reinvention, a new uh, wave of clients, a new way of prospecting clients, and a new way to reaching out to our new clients. Thank you very much, the 3 of you, for your participation. You have told us what each one of your countries did to continue growing. So I ask you to continue connected with our webinar. We're going to have testimonials, launches, and promotions. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Adriana. Thank you, our leaders from Ecuador, Peru, and Colombia, Miguel Angel, and others. We are now going to focus on production. And I believe this is the time to surprise everyone. We have been a bit serious up to now. We have been giving important news. It was a serious moment, but this is the time to have fun. Now we have, and we need an injection of energy. For this, we need several people, or some people with us. Now we're having a moment full of energy. We're going to move around, and I feel like a accomplice who is right now in São Paulo, Brazil. He's first going to give us some wonderful news, and he's going to surprise all of us. Okay, are you with us? Of course. Thank you very much. It's a major commitment to be here today in this place, sharing with you an enormous surprise, fantastic surprise that will help us to recover something that 2020 have taken away. You stay home, take care, and 2021 we are coming back with a lot of energy. This energy that we have we have formed in this past talks. We are going to now talk about an important announcement. The team today have helped me to use a beautiful idea, a beautiful analogy. What you see here is a suitcase or a briefcase, or rather a suitcase, I'm sorry. What does it mean for you? Let's go back to our childhood years when we were expecting our parents who would come back from vacation or holidays. What would they bring? They would bring surprise, they would bring us gifts. Sometimes we ourselves had to move out of the country. And what would people take when they went abroad? They would take dreams and good stuff. So I believe this is a nice analogy for today. For those who were who are watching me at home, who are at your offices, put the flags of your countries. These suitcases that for us somehow 31 31st of December, we were always hopeful to use them again in all airports from the world. The suitcases that you have kept in your closets, you are all going to be surprised and you're going to be moved. We're going to put all our dreams inside the suitcase and put it in an airplane so that we can be reunited as a family as we have always been. What does this suitcase bring us? Let's see what they have here. Well, let's see. What's this? This is beautiful. This is what we call poncho, a very colorful poncho. Ruana poncho, as they call it. Okay, what else do I have here? We have some maracas. These maracas that come in December, we all use it to celebrate and sing. What else do I have? Well, I hear a beautiful song. Let's hear the song. Look, isn't that nice? And this song truly takes us to a magical and a special place, a place where we are all welcome. And I see here uh, Katrina and I invite them to come to our stage. Look how nice. What a nice surprise, isn't it?
Hacer pesos y a montones no hay como el americano. Pa' conquistar corazones no hay mejor que un mexicano. ¿Y cómo es que lo consigue? Sino cantando canciones como ese cielito lindo que
Como el equipo. ¡Viva México!
So, long live Mexico, long live Latin America. It's 2021. Mexico is waiting for you with their open arms. I'm going to show you a video now that explains the conditions of this wonderful trip to Mexico. Let's see what it will bring us.
América Latina.
Hello, Latin America. I am very moved. I'm very happy because this is a place that's going to open the doors to us. I'd like to thank all Mexico distributors who are going to welcome us in their beautiful Mexico, Mexico that I take in my heart. So let's go into details. Let's see how Mexico, an event that we're going to hold together in this Isla Mujeres, Mujeres Island, becomes a changing point in Latin America. As I was telling you, this will be the consolidation of Latin America, which is arriving now, and how this event is going to be the starting point of a change. Riviera Maya is expecting us from the 2nd and 6th of June 2021. Let's see the conditions for this trip. Let's see, qualification period. Well, it has started on November 1st and it will end on March 31st, 2021. For those who have bought the Global Expo ticket and those who have purchased before that, already adding points to their trip. So you have accumulated points which will help you to qualify for this trip? Well, three ways to qualify. I'm going to give you the conditions. The first one, when I focus the first one, remember the word consolidation that comes after transition? If you saw it like this, I want you to imagine, picture yourself, uh, how many people of your team you're going to take to this event. How many people are going to be in this magical place, and how many of these people deserve to be there. And I tell you all this because this is the first time that Jeunesse Latin America has such a low points, and we do it strongly so that everyone who are qualified from the 1st November to March 31st go there. And there is another challenge. We want 1,000 of our distributors in this event. And I'm absolutely convinced that we're going to achieve. And because as of today, you're going to commit all your efforts in order to travel. You and your team who wants to be there are going to be there. You're going to be there. Imagine this event, the hotel, all the activities, and work hard from now. 250 points. I'm sure you can add points, and all your team is also going to do it. Let's talk about people that can qualify by cycles from elite downwards. 150 points, and also the qualification of directors, where all conditions and details of this trip, after this presentation is concluded, please go and check your email and the information that is there. I'm absolutely sure that everyone who are in the company are going to be able to answer your questions. So where are going to be, what the hotel is going to be, and what the conditions to make this trip. It's going to be 5 nights, 4 days for 1 or 2 people, and one bonus ticket of $2,000. So does not want to be there? I'm sure that you who are listening to me will want to be there. And where are we going to? What kind of place is this? Who or what place is going to give us such an experience? The Dreams Hotel from the Cancun Riviera, all inclusive. I want you to interact with the social networks, and we'll be waiting for you with our open warm arms to deliver the once in a lifetime experience. Uh, this is going to be all inclusive, but a all inclusive with 4-star AAA, the highest quality tourism for you because you deserve it. And I'm sure that you're going to be working for it right now. And as if this was not enough, we are going to be in a magical place. This is incredible because it does not only offer us the beauty of the Caribbean, but also to share the culture of this beautiful region of Mexico, which is so beautiful. We're going to spend 1 full day at the Isla Mujeres Island. We're going to be able to interact, to chat, and to be diving, deep diving, and we're going to be there under one single family. So I leave here and I'm extremely moved. I'm sure that you begin working now, dust off your suitcases, and be on the plane as fast as possible. Long live Mexico, long live Latin America. Thank you. And we're waiting for you. I'm going to pass the floor to Renzo in Lima. So how did you like it?
Estoy muy emocionado por cómo nos ha tratado Younes en este viaje a Madrid. Hemos venido más de 150 peruanos y he comprobado aquí que verdaderamente somos una familia.
Estoy muy contenta aquí terminando el video a Madrid, el viaje en sentido de Younes. No hay mejor manera de haber cumplido pues, este sueño con toda la familia. Ha sido espectacular.
No pierdes ninguno de los incentivos porque es una experiencia tras otra experiencia.
El estilo de vida que Younes nos ofrece es espectacular a uno, así que no dudes de tú estar aquí en el próximo viaje.
¿Quién dijo?
Todo lo que había, cómo lo vivimos.
So how have we experienced all this? I could be there to have one of the best experience. There is something that we always say. If we have new sectors, you have already some time in the company. Sometimes say, well, this trip, I've done this trip already, but never with Jeunesse. This trip to go to the Maya Riviera and the Mujeres Island is unique. It will surprise you with everything we have prepared for you. We will be together in June next year in a spectacular hotel. You cannot miss that. So at this time, immediately, write it down, prepare yourself, because it's 250 people that are coming with us to this trip. We all have to go. Now we will talk about the novelties regarding products which you are waiting. For that, we have our marketing manager, Silvia Arias from Colombia. Silvia, your turn, please.
Hola Latinoamérica, mi nombre es Silvia Arias, yo soy la gerente.
Hello, I'm the marketing manager for Latam, and I will speak to you about our product portfolio. And let's start with this slide. It's where we will have our starting point. The main objective is to investigate and develop innovative products for the whole region. How are we going to do that? We're going to do that through high quality products with technology, with formulas that have a patent. And we will form leaders which are important for our region. But we will generate tools and strategies for each of our consumers. This product portfolio is the one which we have today in the market. We have 13 products which are in each of the countries, not in everyone. But one of the most important jobs that we're going to conduct is to generate a balance, a winning balance, those important tools, and each of these products will be available in each of the countries. Which are the goals? I have 4 goals 4 goals on which we are going to focus to have available and profitable products for each of the countries. We are going to organize a product portfolio per market. We're going to study the market. We're going to conduct a market survey, and we are going to revise prices, and we will study our competitors. It's important to see where we stand to compete with our competitors, and this is what we are going to work on. The strategic vision of new launches, you know that we have winning products and we will still have winning products. I hope that with a local manufacturer, with domestic manufacturer. Bruno's Cafe, for example, was launched in Colombia initially with local manufacturer or domestic manufacturer. This is what we're going to do in each of your countries, ideally with a factory where we focus on, where we can have this broad scope of products in our portfolio, both foods, supplements, and cosmetics. We are launching, we will analyze which products are non-profitable. We want to know if the products that we have in our market are profitable. This is the main objective. We need to know if each of these products in each of your countries are profitable. And we will generate excellent tools for our distributors who are going to work always in giving them tools, giving them arguments which are of great capacity so that you can reach your customers. All this has to be based on profitability, which is the objective we want to get to. But also we have to have loyalty with our consumers. This is, we need consumers which are loyal to our brand and to our products, and that they know that they cannot buy products from our competitors. This is our plan, and this is our map. This is strategic. This is the starting point, the baseline. This is the analysis we're going to do in each of the markets for all the internal and external factors, all the strong points and weak points that we have in our products, and also, doubtlessly, the winning products we have to concentrate on. And then we have a blueprint. We have met strategically to study the path to follow, and we want to know where we want to get to, what are the dates, or what do we have to do to meet those goals, and we are going to do that hand in hand with you. We know that we all work with numbers with which we to which we have to get to, but we don't have, if you don't have innovative products, if we don't plan, if we don't work all together, we won't get there. This is important for you to get acquainted with. We have plans of new launches, these activities that we're going to do before, during, and after the launches for each. And we're going to prepare something special for each of our distributors. So there are people that become very important in each of these launches. But also you have to get trained. You know, you have to know what the products are made of, what they are good for. You have to be able to know the great technology and the high quality of each product, which are unique, which are high quality products. And the communication is very important. We have to have a position in the market. We have to, when we go out into the streets, people should say, oh, this is a Jeunesse product. This is what we want, and we are working on it. Communities. We want to generate communities with our products. We are working in different materials, and this is very important for you and for us in general. Lastly, digital platforms. We are in a time that if you don't work digitally, you cannot progress. So we have platforms. We're going to work in Instagram, in Facebook, in social networks. This is very important. We are there. We are going to still be there. Why are products important? The products are very important for this industry. They are even more important.
Hello, Renzo. How are you? It's great to see you today. Yes, hugs. You know, you're down in Peru, and I want you to know I was planning a trip to come and see the beautiful country of Peru, and then COVID-19 came and everything got canceled, so I'm sorry I missed it. I will come and see you very soon. And for all of you down in Latin America, the Jeunesse family, hello, and I'm happy to be talking to you today. And I welcome all of you into this broadcast, you that are watching at home, or whether you're in one of the audiences, we're very happy to have you be a part of this broadcast. And I wish that we were meeting in the Jeunesse Arena in Rio de Janeiro with 18,000 members of our family. I missed that. I can't wait. We're going to do it next year for sure. So if you know anything about me, I'm going to talk about usually one of two things. It's either a marketing presentation or it's a presentation about products. And today I am excited to talk to you about the newest product that's coming to you today. Now, if any of you remember, back in July, we actually launched this new brand, True New Coffee. It has been a tremendous success down in many of the areas in Latin America. True New Coffee. And you know, in fact, it's been this popular. Let me show you. Did you know in just 3 months, it became the #3 product being sold for Jeunesse in all the area? #3. So it's selling so great. And in fact, it's selling right now in Colombia, Chile, Ecuador, and the Dominican Republic. Very popular. Everyone into it. But we had some people, we asked around and we said, hey, how are you liking this product? And there are a few people who said, well, I mean, I think it's pretty neat, but coffee's not really my cup of tea. And that is a play on words. We had a lot of people say, you know, I'm really not much of a coffee drinker. I'm a tea drinker. And I don't know about you, but I'm actually kind of both. I like coffee in the morning and I like tea in the afternoon. So all the tea drinkers got us thinking, and all of those comments came back and we said, hey, what could we do? What would be a nice ad? And it seems obvious to you, right? We said, hey, you know what we could do? True New, the brand, could really use a tea. I think it'd go perfect. Coffee and tea have long been partners throughout time. So as we looked at what we could do, we historically, we thought about what is tea and what are the expectations with tea? Look at this really cool illustration. Imagine this illustration and imagine people drinking tea back in the 3rd century, okay? I mean, they dressed really nice for a tea party, I gotta say. I love this illustration. And the way a tea party looks today, not the Boston Tea Party, but like today, 2020, I think a tea party looks a lot different. In fact, I think it kind of looks a lot more like this, right? I think it's regular people like you and I going out on the town, grabbing a tea, being out, having lunch, being with friends. A tea party today definitely has a different vibe. But you know, that's what I love about tea, is that it's not this old-fashioned kind of sit down and a more British way, but it's actually very modern and a very great way to get lots of great nutrients and a delicious drink. So when we created this, we said we got to do something that's very Jeunesse. If you know us at all, if you've been a part of Jeunesse, you know we don't make products that are just like anybody else's tea. We always add in something special. So this is a very nutritious drink. It's very delicious, and it's very unique. And so I'm about to introduce you now to True New Tea, and I want you to watch this marketing video. As you watch it, I want you to learn about what the tea is. Also think how great this video will be to share with your friends and family. Let's take a look.
Presentamos True New Tea, una combinación patentada de vitaminas, minerales, ingredientes naturales y fibra soluble polidextrosa. Cuando piensas en fibra, puedes pensar aumento de la actividad prebiótica, ayuda para una buena salud intestinal, restauración de la flora intestinal y mejora de regularidad. Todo Todas estas son características conocidas de la fibra, así que incluimos fibra soluble polidextrosa en este té vegano de bajas calorías, pero también una combinación de True Nutrition con antioxidantes. Combinado con una dieta equilibrada, True Nutri ayuda a complementar las necesidades nutricionales con pitaya, piña, hibisco, ciruela, proteína de guisante, moringa, espirulina, vitaminas A, C, B1, B2 y B12, beta-glucanos, así como hierro y zinc. True Nutri, una combinación patentada de vitaminas, minerales, ingredientes naturales y fibra soluble polidextrosa.
You gotta love that video. That video, it's got great music. It's got me dancing here in the studio. And I love how that tea comes across. Like, that is just like the essence of tea. I think when you really think about it in modern day, 2020, Jeunesse is surely a company that can make something that's the modern day tea. Now, I told you it's gonna be truly unique, something nutritious and nutritious. It's nutritious and delicious, and definitely Jeunesse. So let's talk about some of the key features. True New Tea is a nutritious blend of many ingredients. It's got vitamins, it's got minerals, it's 100% nature-based, and it also has soluble fiber, which is called polydextrose. So we're gonna talk about these specifically here in just a minute. I talked about the size of the market, so just think about this for a second. The amount of people, it's the second most consumed drink in the world. Number 2 in the whole world. I did not know that tea was number 2. And do you know what number 1 is? Can you guess it? Because I thought water, but I was wrong. It's coffee. Coffee's number 1. Number 2 is tea. I hope water's at least number 3. So huge in that way. $81 billion market in the United States. And it's at the growth of this industry in your area is expected to grow by $1 billion by 2023. So there's a lot of upside. There's going to be a lot of selling. It's a great time to get in right now and get tea in the market and to all of your audience. Now, let's look at what's inside. It's got vitamins, lots of vitamins. Vitamin A, vitamin C, B1, B2, B12, lots of Bs. I joked, B52s. Beta-glucans, which is fiber, and also it's got minerals. It's got zinc, and it's got iron. Now, look at the beauty. Those are all interesting, but I like the beauty of some of these ingredients. Pitaya is known here as dragon fruit. That's one of my favorite. I love that fruit. Moringa actually comes from a tree that's known as the tree of life. I'll talk about that in a second. It's got pineapple, spirulina, plum. It's got pea protein in it. It's also got hibiscus. You've probably all had hibiscus tea, and that gives it that color. It's a beautiful color. And then it also has that soluble fiber. Huge plus, and something that makes this unique from polydextrose, right there, down there on the right. So let's talk about polydextrose right now. It is, again, a soluble fiber. That means it mixes up. It's very clear. It's totally clear. This particular ingredient helps to increase prebiotic activity in your body. It also helps support the gut, your gut health. Very important. So anyone that has gut issues, you're listening, your ears are perking up right now. It helps to restore the intestinal flora in your system, and it helps increase fiber content known to improve regularity. And you know what I mean. Pineapple. Let's talk about pineapple. First of all, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It tastes great. But did you know it's also very nutritious? It's not just a wonderful taste. It actually is really good for you. It has vitamin C and manganese. It also it's full of antioxidants. You know about antioxidants with a lot of our products. And then it has something called bromelain, which is a digestive enzyme. So again, getting back to digestion, this drink, it not only refreshes you and hydrates you, but it's also very good for you and good for your insides. Moringa. We talked about moringa before. It's called the tree of life, known as the tree of life. That ties very well into the Jeunesse story. It's got adaptogens, and it's also got antioxidant properties. So this is a very key ingredient. Now, some of the other selling features that you're going to want to tell people about is it's vegan. This truly is vegan. And for the people who are vegan, they're looking to know that. They want to know that it is 100% vegan, not just vegetarian. So I think that's a popular attractive item. It's also very low cal, all right? The calories are very low, even though it tastes great. So people will be very interested to know that. It contains antioxidants, but it's also got energy, but not caffeine energy. So it's caffeine-free, but it still provides you with a boost of energy. Now, which way do you like your tea? Personally, I'm on the cold side for sure. I like iced coffee and I like iced tea. I'm an iced person. I'll have it warm, maybe if it's snowing outside. But you know, traditionally, tea is known to be consumed hot. So hot or cold, this is really a great beverage. Tastes fantastic. So how does it taste exactly? If I was going to describe it, I would describe it this way. Light. So most teas are light. Some are kind of strong these days, but this is very light. It's refreshing. It's got an herbal quality. So if you like herbal teas, this will fit right into that genre. It's also very fruity and very floral. So it really tastes great. You're gonna enjoy it. It's the kind of flavor you can easily have every single day. Now, one of the things I love about tea, which I was surprised, is how popular it really is. I showed you the numbers. I showed you how big the market is. But did you know on social media, it's also extremely popular? Take a look at these hashtags. Tea time, the hashtag tea time, 12.4 million posts under tea time. You've got hashtag tea, which is 34 million. It's staggering. So you got, I mean, everybody posts on under tea. You've got Insta Tea, Teastagram, which I think is funny and hilarious, and I'm gonna adopt that one, and also cold tea. So look, the conversation's already happening, and so what I invite you to do is jump into this conversation. There's obviously a lot of interest, obviously a ton of people interested. They want to hear about and see what tea you're drinking. You just got to let people know. So when you get your hands on this product, here's the thing you're going to say to me. Mark, can you get us some assets that we can post on social media? Yes, we are. We are going to create some really great posts. But you know what's awesome for your audience is when you make content. So when you make yourself a cup of tea, I don't care whether it's hot or it's cold, but it's going to be beautiful, right? So get a nice looking cup or glass, put it in a windowsill, get out your camera, take a shot, hashtag it, put it up on your feed, get it in front of your audience, because they're going to say, well, that looks delicious. What is it? You want people coming to you and asking, what is that? How can I get my hands on it? That makes your life a lot easier. And you just connect the dots and help them get their hands on this brand new, true new tea. Now, we also have other marketing assets. If you look up at the top, of course, it's going to be on Jeunesse.global.com, but also on your replicated site. So your webpage that we give you, it's going to be right there, front and center, easy for people to find. We also have, again, the social media assets. We've got the video. So the video that we showed earlier, that's an awesome tool. Easy to share, easy to tell people. So when someone wants to know more, I'd probably start with the video and then follow up with things like the brochure that gives them detailed information, or refer them to your website. Lots of options, lots of ways. You can customize the way you approach people about this brand new product. So now which is it? If coffee is not your cup of tea, maybe tea is your cup of tea. We've got both now, so you can get tea or coffee, which I just love. I love this photo, love the idea. And think about this. You guys have been asking for a product that is affordable. This is affordable, that has great CV, that people know about, that people want. Are you kidding? It's two of the most wanted items in the world and the planet, tea and coffee. Something that people would consume every day? Check. Tea and coffee. Many people drink both every single day. This is an excellent product. It's an excellent brand. Lots of other markets are begging to get it. It's just for you guys. So if you're wondering when your next tea time is now. Get excited. Be thinking about how this is going to affect you, your friends, and your business, because this is a big deal. It's going to be awesome in your market. I'm excited for the product. I'm excited for you. And thanks for having me here today. I'll be seeing you a couple more times during this event. We'll see you next year down in Rio. Take care.
Bueno,
Expect this launch of the Bruno. It's more than a coffee. It's a complete line of functional lines that come for you to hear this. Tea, coffee, what people consume commonly. We completed this line and we are starting. Where do we buy this? Bruno? Colombia is the first country. Where now I have to tell you something sobre our Bruno coffee. Today, we are launching the Bruno coffee in 24 countries. Mexico, Costa Rica, Peru, and others. Yes, 4 countries. 4 countries launching this coffee in 4 countries. An incredible piece of news. With this, in only 4 months, Bruno Cafe has been launched in 80% of the countries of Latin America. This is something we never did before. We never did it so fast, and we have it. Thank you. Thanks to your effort, to your commitment, and you know what we can do with our products and our compensation plans. In only 4 months, 80% of our products have Bruno Cafe available. So this is a news to celebrate with a big toast with Bruno Cafe. And today, so that you get to know a bit more on Bruno Cafe, Doctora Aymaria is here with us. After Dr. Aymaria, you will get to know more about Bruno Tea with Luis Martinez, our doctor, which is a scientist man. And we will hear first the new intervention from Colombia. Hello, Latin America. For me, it's a pleasure being with you in Expo Vision 2020. And it's Bruno's time, because Café is the leader beverage in the world because of its sensorial and physiological characteristics. And $10,000 billion are sold every year. It's product produced in Salento in Colombia. It comes in boxes with 10 envelopes, 10 sachets. Its components have been chosen in the best way. Green coffee, curcuma, and other components are very important and very nutritional components. And green coffee contains macronutrients, which are carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And besides that, it has minor components, which are caffeine, trigonelline, and chlorogenic acid. It's very important to see that green coffee has biological effects and pharmacological effects on the body mass, on the levels of sugar in the blood, on metabolism of lipids, on blood pressure, and on hepatic and neural cells. So I can determine that green coffee has antioxidant effects on all the cells, but in some studies it has been determined that the components or supplements that green coffee has, with the action of chlorogenic acids, and for some metabolisms of caffeine, they protect the ADN from the effects of free radicals. This diminishes the absorption of glucose in the intestine. And 9 of the studies evaluated, I found that green coffee and its derivatives has a stable effect if it's used during 4 weeks minimum to diminish or to stable the levels of systolic and diastolic blood pressure. And in 16 studies and clinical trials, which had been grouped in a meta-analysis, they identified that green coffee and its derivatives help to diminish body weight. So we have diminished the body mass, the belly, and diminished weight. Arabic coffees, there is two species, Rusa and Arabic coffee. Coffee Bruno is Arabic coffee. And some of the studies, I found a double-blind study where they evaluated 300 women, which are young adults, and these 300 women were divided in three indicative groups that were evaluated in this clinical trial regarding memory and cognitive capacity, and they determined the following. First of all, that the first group, they drank Arabic coffee, and then this second roaster coffee, and the third one placebo, just water. And what did they measure? They measure the sleeping, memory, and cognitive capacity. So the result is that the coffee Robusta, it supports memory, cognitive capacity, and attention. But Arabica coffee, besides that, has a very important impact on sleepiness, on sustained attention, on cognitive capacity, and on memory, because it helps you to react rapidly and to give concrete responses, concrete quick responses. So the Arabic coffee has powerful components and extraordinary benefits. La moringa is a small tree that grows in the regions of the Himalayas in the north of occidental India. This plant is very important because it contains a great nourishment for humans, and it also improves the levels of energy and is considered an powerful alternative in medicine because of its functions. This plant contains important components: amino acids, antioxidants, natural antibiotics, parasitoids, vitamins, and also minerals. And within medicine, they have determined that it protects and repairs cells for inflammatory and infections, inflammatory processes, to diminish chronic fatigue and to diminish other curcuma is of the family of is produced in tropical Asia. This powerful species has been used in the cuisine of India, Iran, Malaysia, Thailand, and all these cuisines to give special flavor to foods, texture, and smell. But it's also important that this extraordinary species helps us with antioxidants of cells and repairing tissues. It also promotes the repair of tissues and the repair of telomeres, which are the endings of chromosomes. Besides promoting all this reparation, curcumin is the active principle and helps us with the anti-inflammatory effect on tissues. So that means that we will have our genes working properly. Besides, it protects the immunologic system and protects heart cells and brain cells. Regarding the skin, it benefits the skin too. And during centuries has been used in India and in China because it helps to work against inflammations, depression, infections. Vitamin C is it has antioxidant vitamins and has beneficial effects on the heart. But some of studies have identified that C vitamin diminish lipids, and it also helps the endothelium of the blood vessels, and it has a antioxidant powerful and fights against phototoxicity of ultraviolet rays. It repairs tissues, and it makes that so it also protects us of our systems and tissues. So what are the benefits? It augments your level of energy, your level of concentration, and it stimulates your body because it stimulates all your cells and gives us all those nutritional components, and it works as antioxidant, which are the characteristics that makes that Bruno is a different beverage that marks the difference with what we get in the market. And it's that it has an extraordinary aroma, is easy to get it in individual sachets. You can prepare it quickly, it doesn't have any sugars, and it's 100% Colombian coffee of origin, of Colombian origin and made in Colombia. In Colombia, how can you use it? You can mix it with water, and we mix it with 200 milliliters of water, but you can follow the recommendation on Instagram. You can mix it with beverages or with ice cream or with your favorite products. Besides, is the moment of sharing Bruno experience to impact positively the life of everybody, because Trumo is a functional beverage, and it's a natural protector of your health and your body.
Gracias, Alma. Gracias por.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the information. There, we always find new things in our product. There's always something to share. Now, with coffee, it is present in most countries, and this is a reality. This is amazing what we have achieved. In the beginning, when the first countries that launched this product, we saw that very quickly, in a very few weeks, this beverage has changed or has become the third best-selling product. And today we are launching, we are throwing a party, a launch party. We have something new, another product, which are our packets of events. We are going to now show you the packages of events. This is in this November, we're going to have a lot of new stuff for you. The first one is the founding package of inscriptions, so that everyone can participate. I'm going to explain exactly what this package entails. In countries of 600 points, this you'll find within, together with other packages. This package gives a commission to the person who is funding our events. This is a reality. This allows us to receive the bonus of 180 days. And for the sponsor, it gives 60 travel points for the sponsor. And the buyer will be able to double the travel points with all the distributors that sponsor with inscription packages up to November 30th. So sponsor us with these packages so that you participate. And this goes valid until November 30th. And thanks to this package, a new bonus is going to be offered. Now, the best of all is to participate in the pool. And what does it mean is that every 3 months you may qualify for an extra bonus. And the founder bonus correspond to 2% of our global volume for those who qualify for the founder bonus. So the first packet, the first part is to acquire the project. So let's see the second package. This is what we're going to be seeing now. This is a promotional package. A package that is everywhere, 300 points. It gives you 25 power points to the buyer and 5 to the sponsor. Besides, after purchasing this package, you be able to have 40% more travel points by distributors who directly sponsors up until November 30th. And this has to do with instruction packages. And this has to do with Ambassador Basic Supreme and also create your own package. But watch out, this is also included in the packages, create your own package. So, okay, first of all, let's do a summary. This is inscription package number 1. And this is the event package. You can see this area here. And we have a second event package that I'm sure you're going to like it. Go ahead with the second package, which also has the founder seal, which is the 600 CVs. I'm going to show to you what it entails. It's 60 travel points for the purchasers and 10 travel points for the sponsor. You may ask, wow, is this really so? 60 travel points for the buyer and 10 travel points for his or her sponsor. When you acquire this package, you have the possibility of doubling all the points that you have whenever you buy up to November 30th. You buy today, and at the same time, all the distributors that will sponsor directly up to November 30th will have their points doubled. We are going to always focusing on inscription packages or with the option create your own package. So how do you see that? Isn't that fantastic? These are the packages that go to distributors that range from 200 to 600 CVs. They can buy up to 4 of any combination. Then you have here 600 CV package, gives you an option, an alternative to belong to the founder bonus so that you can qualify for the quarterly bonus. We share 2% of the global volume of the company. So you didn't know this, and this is what we do when we come to a new country. Perhaps you didn't know about this. So just ask the one who has sponsored you how it works, ask for more details, and just ask, why should I belong to the founder bonus? They are going to answer you and are going to advise you on this incredible package. So these were the news about the packages and promotions. It's inscription package, 2 packages for distributors that can be bought in double, up to 4 packages. And I'm sure this will help qualifying each one of you for the Isla Mujer. Now, we are going to have a message from our producers. Go ahead, please. The kids with cancer need your donation. It's very easy to donate. Please access our webpage. We count on you to change this kids' lives. Thank you for your participation. We'll count on you to help those kids. This is a way to help is by accessing the website or by purchasing those packages. Now we have new packages, new launches. We have a trip, we have packages. Now, how can we take the most of it all to benefit yourself and your business? Today, we have a leader in South Latin America who is going to explain to you for each time that you're going to use any of those things, a new product, a new travel launch, packages that can double your possibility. So how can you boost your own business? And he is Eddie O'Brien from Peru, who has businesses in different parts of Latin America. He's here with us from Lima, and following the security measures, he is going to come to our stage, and you're going to see him right now. So welcome, and please, the stage is yours. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased and excited to be here. How are you, Latin America? How are you? That's great. I'm very, very thrilled to be here this weekend. I'm very surprised. I've been in this company for 5 years and I've never seen all the ingredients that were put together this weekend. I am very, very excited. I am a business manager and I worked with coaching, etc. But it is wonderful to see these new things. What I never had was freedom. I needed something else than just waking up, going to work, going back home, sleeping, and doing the same thing over and over. I was hoping to have something to boost me, to give me the freedom and to give me some excitement to go ahead. So when I got to know Younes, I didn't know how to sell, and possibly what is happening to you today as a consequence, because I didn't know how to sell, I didn't acquire the promotional packages, and I didn't participate in this incentive travels or trips. So the people would show me videos, pictures, and they would send me videos and say, well, you have to be here. And I was really impacted by those. I said, next time I'll surely go. When the opportunity came up, I was kind of scared. You know, the thing that you feel in your stomach, but I decided then to face it, to act. I decided to put myself in a position to create mechanisms in order to act. I had a chance to come to the Ruby manager position. It's been a wonderful path, something that I always wanted to do. And the key to help the management is to qualify. And this is something that I did. I wanted to get to the position of acquiring those incentives. And besides, with everything that took place this weekend, we've never had the chance to double our points. And you acquire your package, and then you have 2 distributors, and the trip is yours. Isn't that fantastic? I wish this happened when I first joined the company, and my life, my business life would be different. But the best of all is if you have 3 packages, then the trip is yours. You can take a partner, your mother, or somebody that you like, significant other, or whoever you want to take. But of course, there are some setbacks. Sometimes we sometimes we make other options, and this happens because people who love you, they are tired of seeing you work and work and work. Those by your side want you to conquer different things. And this is something I'm going to tell you this afternoon. You have to make a decision to change your life and make a change, to do serious things to change your life in the following days. Uh, Commit yourself to your tasks. There are a lot of stories of people who have committed to what the company was offering. We have to do everything in our hands to be able to qualify. You deserve to be there. You and your loved ones deserve that. I am really excited for everything that was launched. You can acquire this package, but the prices of the distributor, the price of the product, the price that the client pays. We have the prices of the package, promotional packages, and we also have the Expo packages, the launch packages. These are unique. In some places, they have 40% discount and even more than that. This is what you can win over by just by selling those packages. The volume of the products is acquired by direct sales or is achieved by direct sales. So why not become a leader? You can ask people who have already been there. We love to go on road shows to show the products, to exhibit the products and sell the products. Sometimes you show this product, people get so excited. They said, I want this. I want to acquire that product. And there are many, many people who loved our brand because they are outstanding. I have never seen this before. The founding bonus, wow, to become a partner, to share the profits of a club like this is impressive. This done when the markets in Asia were just emerging. Right now in Latin America, we are connected in this growth. We're going to expand our brand all over Latin America. So being part of this movement is really something I'd like to wrap up by saying. Don't buy the package to get the trip, because you have 5 months to win the trip. You buy this so that you have more liquidity. You can do it beforehand. If you want liquidity, you're going to buy this package. If you want to conquer your freedom, you're going to buy this package. If you want to win this travel, you're going to buy this package. If you want to break the poverty cycle, you are going to buy this package. Well, November is the best month of the company, the month we have our highest revenues. And there are some key moments which we have to reach out to others. This moment is now. We want to everybody enjoy this. Thank you very much, Latin America, and I'll see you. Following up, we're now back here on stage. Thank you very much, Eric. for sharing this strategy. This launch of the fountain bonus allows us to move ahead. He told us exactly what we should do. Acquire it, sell it to have a profit. And the strategy start over as to acquiring this package to have an extra possibility of travel points if you do it before November 30th. The tools are complete whenever you have the package, 600 CV, for example, and you're going to have double travel points with all the direct sponsorships up to November 30th. The business grows whenever you consume. So you mix the strategies. Please do not let it go. Build this new portfolio. We are very energetic today. We're very happy of what is going on. We're very happy this year. And this year has brought us something that some knew more, others were a bit suspicious. I remember somebody saying, I don't like that very much. The lives, I prefer to be with the person personally there. And this year led us toward a digital identity. We have all become entrepreneurs. Every single one of us live in a digital new way of life. We are now in the digital area. We have now somebody who's going to tell us how to take the most of this digital era. We now have Jose Gregorio, who's going to talk about digital strategy. Go ahead, please. Hola, UNES family. Welcome to 2020 Expo. I count on each and every one of you. And before taking a look at the dynamics, I want you to know something. What happens on the internet in just 1 minute? 350 news stories are uploaded, 55,000 photos, over 200,000 participants are in video conference. Only at UNES, we have come to 730,000 people, over 27,000 viewers alive, and we have gained more than 165,000 interactions. What happens in Instagram? Instagram is the favorite platform all over Latin America. We have T in English has more than 34 million publications if you type in T, and the functional goes over 3 million publications. In the previous Expo 2019, during the launch of our product, the Star product, in very few hours, we had over 15,000 reactions. Now it's time for Truno Tea, our functional beverage that we're bringing to you, which is going to be available in all of the markets in Latin America. For this, I need each and everyone help, everyone who is at home. And obviously, cell phones prepared at Instagram. We're going to do the biggest launch of Instagram. We are going to go exceed our own record last year of the 5,000 reactions. What do we have to do? Prepared everyone? Let's go to UNES official account, UNES Latam official, UNES Latam oficial. Right now, please start following the first post that says, listen, only you can make this world work. Only you can make this world work. So memorize it, push the like button and memorize this sentence. Share with your story so that more people can join. Only you can change the world. Let's choose 30 people so that they are going to be the recipients of the surprise prize. It's important to have a public profile, and remember, you are the only one who can make your world work. So just memorize this sentence. Say goodbye, and I'll see you later on.
Thank you, Gregorio, for this beautiful message, because we have a great dynamic beyond prices, and you have left us with a beautiful message to think about. Okay, we're finishing this part. We still continue, the event continues, and we are going to close this part of the event, and for that we have our director for Latam, Brazil, Rafael Abeldaño. Come on, Rafael. Thank you. I am thrilled and I'm proud of what we have seen and over the last few hours as a family, as a team. It's impressive to see the quantity of talent that this company has from any aspect. People who develop products, people who are behind the scenes, people who contribute daily to make Jeunesse what it is, and overall what it's going to be. We have traded this path together for this 2020 Expo, which has lots of learnings to take home, and which leaves us with new products, and products that enhances the Truno territory that we're building together, and the doors that it's opening in terms of products made in Latin America. I hope we will build a great future together. I'm very proud to see how the whole team, when I say team, I don't only speak about employees and executives of the company, but all distributors also who are part of this great family. That's how I consider them, and we are only one team. I want to thank everyone who has made this possible, that we were able to transmit this information for everyone. And resuming what we said in the beginning, we are entering a new strategy, and with all the information that we have transmitted, and that has reached you, we have now stronghold for the 2021-2023 strategy of our Latin American Jeunesse. We have the people, we have the processes, we have the products, and overall things. We have Jeunesse. It's high time to continue this expo, to continue learning of what we expect the sessions that will continue at this time. And we should be thankful and empowered, because the strategy we have built will become history and a new status, a status of energy and empowerment, so that you change the life for the better of many, many people. To all our Latin American brothers and sisters, thank you. Thank you to be part of the family, and doors and the keys of Latin America are at your disposal. Let's continue working as a team, as a family, as the Jeunesse family. I love you a lot. Thank you very much. And let's continue with our 2020 Expo. Thank you, Rafa. Thank you, Latin American family. Be attentive, pay attention, because we will start the new session with Dr. Martinez. Big hugs. One team, one family.